Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone. Lost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Play fake. Winston. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. Still going. Jonathan Taylor to the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Let's go now.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. First down, they go back to Pacheco. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, to see in the field really well.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 3.
19, Charger, 19.
An inside give, Brown. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, Cincinnati.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 60 Eagles, 60. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A give right side for Pacheco. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You talk about this Bengals defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. There he goes, left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Taylor. Down to about the 45. The Colts at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Sonic! Wait! Green, cover team! Let us go!
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, 43 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Got it. Ready? Liking 18.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Moss. And he is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
19, Tiger, 19.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run here with Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Off play action. Moss. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Back to 60, back to 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Moss. Touchdown, Bengals. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Winston now. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, even. Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. 163 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
In motion right is Pittman.
Flip it. White. Green, triple team.
First down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Green, triple team. 5 low. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
Here's Winston. That's going deep for Bateman. And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
Yeah, now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. Off the bootleg, Moss. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Moss to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. On 4th down, Moss. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running left, Taylor. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 193 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ordinarily third down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the second level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up second.
Off the bootleg. Moss. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Moss, middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
65, 6.
Again, it's Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, Winston. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. Escapes the defender. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but They certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 3rd down, Moss. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now Winston. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here is 3rd and 5.
Wait.
On play action, Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Jameis to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this throw will be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it?
And my goodness, another interception. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Johnson on the tackle. It's a loss of 1 yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Sonic! Easy.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On 3rd down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DK Metcalf, 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the